Can you hear it?
No.
You cannot hear it.
No, I have no game audio.
It's possible that Discord blocks audio from things like this.
Yeah, that's okay. I've memorized all the Gen 1 cries anyways. You know,
Okay.
I don't need to hear it.
Okay.
Route music, it's all right up here.
It's all up there.
It's all right up top here, right in the old steel trap.
Alright. Well, you got it. Cool. Wow, that was cool. That was an Abercry. I didn't realize that if you not that you could hear it, but hello and welcome to this episode of Seropie's Shelf. I'm your host Seropie, and today with me is Star-Lord. We're going to be going through Pokemon Red together. I maybe should have started that intro in a less really weird, awkward time, but it's fine. We're here now. We're going through this.
God bless you.
Do you want to introduce yourself at all?
Yeah. Hey, what's up? I'm Star-Lord, aka your friendly neighborhood dad, and I could in fact hear that Abercry. I know what it sounded like. It's fine, even if I can't actually hear anything.
Did you hear it in your head, or did you hear it like actually?
Don't you worry about where I heard it. Don't you
audio.
worry about that.
Okay. Because Discord is not transmitting any of this. Okay, cool. Well, we have me. This is the rival. What should we call the rival?
What should we call the rival? Oh goodness. Well, last time it was an homage to your sister, is that right?
No, that was my starter.
That was your starter, that's right.
Yeah. Last time the rival was green, just because that was the one game that I didn't have, and so yellow is the other game that I don't have. So I was going to do yellow, but like also.
I was about to say, yeah, if we're talking that, yeah, yellow makes sense to me.
Okay. Cool. This is gonna take 3 years to type in because why did they lay this out like this? But then again, how else would they lay it out? All right, it's fine. This is
you're doing great.
We're doing it. We're going through it. I'm just mashing A as fast as I humanly can. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it's great how none of the dialogue in these games matters at all.
Literally at all. Am I supposed to talk to my mom? I'm not, right? No, that's you literally just said the dialogue doesn't matter at all, so it doesn't matter if I talk to my mom.
No, it's there. Also, hey, by the way, thanks for having me. Thanks for letting me crash this.
Yeah, I'm excited to have you.
This is nice.
I'm excited to have somebody to do this with because I usually am just sitting here by myself, and I feel like it makes more sense to sit here by yourself when you're doing like the higher octane games, but when you're doing the chill games like this one, it's a lot better to have somebody to talk to.
Yeah, I mean, hey, don't get me wrong, you're great at talking to yourself, like really good at it. You have a whole YouTube channel where you get to do that, but yeah, no, sometimes it's nice to be able to like ping stuff off of somebody else.
I mean, thank you. I'll take it. No, not Charmander. Oh god, no, stop. Apparently I'm having issues talking and pressing input buttons at the same time. Nope, it's not that one. Is it always Charmander on the left and then Squirtle in the middle and then Bulbasaur on the right? Is that just normally how it is?
I do believe so.
Why?
I don't. It could be a Pokedex order. It's probably a Pokedex order.
It's not in Pokedex order. Oh, okay. What are we going to name Bulbasaur?
Ooh.
What did you usually name your Bulbasaur when you were growing up?
So I'm actually a piece of garbage that didn't nickname my Pokemon all that often.
Okay.
But when I did, it was normally something that I could yell like really aggressively whenever my Pokemon weren't doing something that I thought that they should be able to do completely normally. Something to do with a vegetable or like a leafy green. But something you can be mad about.
Carrot?
Yeah.
Carrot.
Yeah. That's perfect.
There you go.
That's perfect.
They're not in Pokedex order, by the way. Bulbasaur is
Are they
first,
not?
and then it's Charmander, and then it's Squirtle.
Oh. Well, okay, so there is something early on in this dialogue that what Oak essentially tells you, or maybe it's not in the dialogue. It might be in like the game, like the pamphlet. Like you open it up, and when it talks to you about the starters, it mentions that, you know, depending on which one you pick, you might have like different experiences in the early game. Whereas Charmander is supposed to be like your hardest early game pick. Bulbasaur is like middle of the road, and then Squirtle is easy. And I think that was entirely related to like just type advantages in obviously your first gym, but then your early routes. I think that's what led me to always go grass from like a super early age, because I didn't want it to be too easy, but I also didn't want it to be so hard that I like lost some enjoyment at, you know, a very young age playing these games.
Interesting that that's the order. Wow, we're dealing 1 damage, by the way. We are at -5 attack. I'm pretty sure we just lose this one. I don't think there's a chance, but I'm pretty sure that's, yeah, we lost. Cool, that's fine. That's okay. We can lose the first battle. It's fine. You don't have to win that one. That's totally fine.
Yeah.
Also, I did the you know, child strategy of just mash the button that hits the move that does damage. But that's not been my experience. All right, there's nothing else to do up here. With the games, especially like type advantage wise, if you're thinking of the starters, Charmander is obviously the hardest because it's weak against both rock and water. But
Yep.
Bulbasaur is the easiest because it's strong against rock and water. Should I beat this Rattata?
Yeah, beat the crap out of this Rattata.
It's a Rattata.
Yeah, Rattata.
It's just gonna tail whip us over and over again.
The Rattata is gonna tail whip you until it dies.
Look, the Rattata's gone.
I'm gonna scream. Well, I don't know.
Oh, look, there's another one.
It's all fun and games until I log off. So
until suddenly there's no more Star-Lord, none whatsoever.
God bless.
He's just gone.
Hey, as soon as you get done beating up this Rattata, do me a favor though. Go to your Pokemon, click on this Bulbasaur. Yeah, let's look at the stats. How much do you know about IVs and EVs?
Nothing, basically. I know that in Gen 1 you get, they're not quite EVs, they're like stat experience, and you like gain things on them. I don't know what the IVs are for Bulbasaur. I also don't really understand how IVs work. I know that it's like a range from 0 to 30, 20? 0 to 20?
Oh, it's either the numbers that are in my head are 24 or 32. I could get made fun of by a lot of people that know a lot more about Pokemon than me for this, but it's somewhere in that range. Yeah. So Gen 1 did things a little bit differently with IVs specifically. In that, I mean, for one, the special stat is combined. Special attack and special defense are the same thing.
Right.
But yeah, if I lost the rival battle, I would have immediately turned off my game and restarted it. But I'm a psycho, so you know.
Well, did you have a chance to look up what the IVs are, or did you see what the stats were?
I mean, it looked like your Bulbasaur had a higher special
Which is what
attack, and the rest of them, or special stat, I should say, and all of the other stats were balanced. So I would assume that whatever nature this Bulbasaur has raises its overall special stat line and does not have a negative attribute. which is lucky in some ways.
I don't think natures exist yet. I think that's Gen 3 when those are introduced.
Is it not? Wow.
Look, it's Pidgey.
Man, it's been a minute. Pidgey, by the way, objectively better than Spearow.
You know, I think you're right. Like, I was going through that whole time being like, yeah, I really want a Spearow, and then I got one, and then I was like, this is terrible. It's just
this
so
is
bad.
Awful. I'm trying to remember the exact order for Gen 1, and I'm pretty sure it's like Spearow is bottom of the barrel, or Fearow. Pidgeot is in the middle. I think Dodrio and Noctowl are actually on top of the list.
Noctowl is Gen
for the
2.
two. Is it really?
Yep.
Oh man, you're schooling me out here.
I played this game a lot. Well, not this one, actually. Yeah, this one is the one that I probably played, honestly, one of the least out of all of my Pokemon
I mean, that
games.
explains why it's so early up on your shelf. But yeah, I don't know. My Pokemon experience, I mean, outside of playing on like a friend's Game Boy Color back in the day, and actually the first Pokemon game I ever played was Crystal, and then it was Blue, and then it was Emerald, and Emerald was mine. That was like my first true blue Pokemon experience, and then I kind of, over the years backtracked and then progressed over to, Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, and so on and so forth.
I mean, Emerald was an amazing game. It was an absolutely amazing game.
Just one of, so if not the best Pokemon games ever made, in my personal opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely up there. I don't know. The fact that there still isn't the special physical split for types, or that it's still based off of types, is one of the things that I would say is the most detracting from it. But once you get there, like once you get to like Diamond and Pearl, where that does happen, it's like those aren't, I love those games, but they're just not as good as Ruby and Sapphire and Emerald were.
God, I don't know. I love Gen 4. Like, I have a lot of love for Gen 4, specifically Platinum.
Platinum was the best.
Yeah, undoubtedly. Yeah, the games feel different. They feel more competitive, and like you get that all the way through the storyline, right up until the Elite Four, and Cynthia, arguably the hardest NPC trainer that has ever been put into a Pokemon game. So
there's so much PCSD. I have so much PCSD.
You're doing great.
Cynthia is the worst by far. It's like, I don't know that there's been another trainer in any game that has been anywhere even near Cynthia. Blue is probably pretty close, honestly. But like Blue is probably the closest that we have. And like Cynthia is so much harder than Blue.
Oh, so much harder. Something, you know what I will tell you about these games, and it's and mind you, like, you have to at some point condense like this footage into like video format and like, make it generally consumable to the masses. So like I understand like why you do it. But I'll tell you right now, if you run around and actually battle every Pokemon that you come across, you will be an appropriate level by the time you get to the Elite Four, to where you will not have a difficult time with Blue.
Yeah, that's true. You do just have to like find every single trainer, like really, and well, it depends upon who you have as your Pokemon, I guess, also.
Yes.
By the way, I plan on doing literally on exactly that subject. I plan on doing nothing that isn't mandatory until Brock, because as long as I have Vine Whip by the time we're at Brock, you should just be able to breeze right through. Like, there's really nothing. Oh, and that's a question that I have. What should the first non-starter Pokemon be?
Oh,
the one that's actually used.
That is a great question. God, early game Gen 1, like you don't really have that many options. But you know who's kind of like a fun early game sleeper pick in my personal opinion is Mankey.
I think I just passed where the Mankeys are. Might have to go
You
back
did.
and catch a Mankey.
Yeah, but that's okay. Like we could always come back to that if you wanted to throw some other party members up in there first. But Mankey's cool, and he evolves at a relatively low level. I want to say it's like 26, 24, 26.
Yeah, it's not bad.
He's,
It's a standard 2-stage evolution.
Yeah, right. So I mean, he'll be there at least for like the early middle stages of the game, and then you can rotate him out for a legendary later if you don't like him anymore.
Oh, if you remember from my I don't know if I did this in my first or second video actually. I said no legendaries is one of the stipulations that I'm putting on myself. I'm not putting many stipulations on myself, but no legends is one of them.
I was gonna say you're out here like refusing to do a Gen 1 Nuzlocke, but you're like no legendaries.
Yes.
You're crazy.
Oh, it's Leech Seed. It's not Vine Whip. Huh. That's actually a lot worse.
A good fighting type Pokemon might come in handy.
A good fighting type Pokemon might come in handy here.
A little low kick, a little karate chop, you know?
Karate Chop is a normal type attack in this generation. Fun fact. For no reason. Why is it a normal type? It doesn't make sense.
I forget how different Gen 1 is. It's been a minute.
It's so weird.
Look at Carrot's stupid little bug eyes. Look at him.
It's so big. They're so big. Right, I'm gonna go back and catch a Mankey.
That's great.
Also, Carrot is already level
know.
8, so that's good. It's good.
Mankey might just end up like being our boy, you know?
It can learn. Can it learn Cut?
I think it can.
Because it definitely can learn Strength, right? If it can't learn Strength, then I'm gonna be upset. I got really upset.
I would assume so.
This episode hasn't come out yet, but there's a point at which I learned that Charizard is unable to learn Fly, and for the entire episode, I'm just going, why can't Charizard learn Fly in as many different iterations of that sentence as I can possibly think of.
The entire episode.
It's just so dumb.
No,
so
I
it's
love
possible. That, you know, it's very, very possible that there is no strength for Primeape, which would just be dumb.
God, I'm starting to develop an attachment to Carrot already, which is not good. This is why I never nicknamed my Pokemon. All right, because I didn't want to get too attached. It's hey, it's not a big deal. This is me buying into the culture, buying into the meta, the gameplay, the mechanics. This is me wanting to be the very best like no one ever was. All right, but every time you flee a battle, your Carrot he stops liking you as much.
I'm just trying to find a Mankey.
He just likes you a little bit less.
I just want to find a Mankey.
I just want you to know that
Carrot isn't fainting.
You're making Carrot hate us.
Are there Mankey here?
Yeah. Yes, there are.
Oh my god.
Unless it's in the grass patch all the way at the end.
It might be. Can you look it up for me real quick?
Yeah, hold on.
Because I've seen so many Nidoran and so many Rattata. I had to stop and think for a second, and I still chose evil. Here's the thing. I'm pretty sure that you're just right, that it is in fact Rattata, but at this point I've committed to it, and it is a bit.
No, it's undoubtedly Rattata, because here's the thing. I've gone to battle with people on this, because I used to. What the heck? I can't even say it anymore, because I chiseled it out of my brain. Oh, I literally can't even say it anymore. But I used to say something similar to what you're saying, until somebody schooled me. They pulled up anime. They brought up official OG like game like guide things where there's like official pronunciations.
Thank you for pronouncing that word correctly.
Pronunciations.
I could tell you got really, really close to your mic when you said that too. It was good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, that was just for you.
Are there Mankey here?
Here's every map I'm looking at is not helping me out right now. So.
Go to Seropie.
There are Mankey there. I promise you that there are Mankey there.
I know there are Mankey in the remakes, but I don't know if there are Mankeys in the original. Mankey in the originals? I pluralized the wrong thing. What's the plural of Mankey? Is it Mankey or is it Mankeys? There's so many Nidoran.
Worry about it.
Clearly, I'm for some reason not putting an S at the end of these names, like Rattata and Nidoran and Mankey. I'm saying all of those as plural. Oh my God, there are Spearow here. What? I ran away from it. I knew there were Spearow there.
I love this.
Maybe that's just in. Maybe it's in blue version there are Mankey, and in red version there are Spearow.
So actually, what I'm finding is that in blue there are no Mankey, but in red and yellow there supposedly are.
Okay. We'll keep trying. Getting a lot of
Mankey on route 5 through 8.
5 through 8.
Yes.
So that means that we could potentially catch it in a place with a higher catch. Does it say what the percentage is?
So far, nope.
Okay. There's a lot of Pokemon that I've run from at this point.
I've clicked on like 4 different links trying to find the location of these Mankey, so that's crazy.
Use Seropie. Seropie's a good one. You what? Hello?
Yeah. You and your Seropie.
Seropie is so good. It's like that and Bulbapedia are the like best ones.
Oh, I'm a big Bulbapedia guy.
Bulbapedia is kind of weird just because it is literally a wiki. Which, like, I guess is what all of this is anyway. So many non-Mankey. I swear, if we find a Mankey and I accidentally knock it out, I'm gonna be so upset. I'm making as many patterns as I can in this grass.
Oh
my God, it's a female.
Highest catch rate is Route 7 at 30%, and it's between levels 17 and 20, so it's a little bit further along.
Okay, I'm gonna wait until then.
We'll wait until then.
I'm gonna go heal. You said Route 7. It's in routes. I don't know what route I'm on because I didn't get the town map because it's kind of useless, honestly, as long as you know how to walk around. But I guess it's useful for this exact reason, and I didn't get it.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Hey, you live and you learn.
We're certainly learning.
Oh, we're doing something out here, all right.
At least we're trying.
What's the first Pokemon that you want to add to the party?
Geodude.
Geodude.
Possibly to be replaced with Rhyhorn later on, but I just find that Geodude is a really good counter to a lot of the things that Bulbasaur is weak to. So whenever I played any sort of run with Bulbasaur, I would always get to a point where, because I was a kid and I didn't understand how status moves worked and that Bulbasaur is actually insanely strong if you just teach it a whole bunch of status moves, I would give it like weak attacking moves, and then I would get a Graveler, and the Graveler would just sweep. Like, whenever I was like, oh, that's a flying type, I would just throw in the Graveler, and the Graveler would take care of everything.
Alright, okay. I feel like I always kind of avoided Geodude and Graveler just because I couldn't get a Golem without trading, and that drove me absolutely nuts.
That's true, which is part of the reason why I feel like Rhyhorn would be better. Also, because Rhydon is just a better Pokemon in general than Grappler. But it also has way higher level requirements.
Undoubtedly, I mean, unfortunately, for such a powerhouse typing, at least offensively, ground type in gens 1 through 3 for the most part. You don't have all that many options, but Nidoking and Queen are definitely up there. Those two are great. Dugtrio is another great option as a Pokemon that can learn Magnitude and Earthquake.
Dugtrio is excellent.
I don't remember what other good Gen 1 ground type options you have.
I mean, Nidoking and Nidoqueen are probably the best ones, honestly.
Yeah, right?
Like, the rock ground types are just have 2 4 times weaknesses, and that's not ideal. But they're still really, I mean, Rhydon is still a really strong Pokemon. Has an insane defense.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, what kind of build are you thinking for our guy Carrot over here?
I was thinking all of the status moves. Leech Life.
Yeah.
Sleep Powder.
Yeah.
Like, just let's make it so that the enemy can't attack.
Yeah.
Giga Drain.
Mm-hmm.
Probably, yeah, just like stall. I don't know if it should be like what the last one should be. Like probably Razor Leaf, you know.
Well, you know what we could do if you were feeling a little freaky, and I've never built a party this way before, but if we messed around and got a Rapidash or a Ninetales at some point, we teach it Sunny Day, we could go status moves, Solar Beam, and make Carrot a mixed fighter.
That'd be interesting.
Right?
I like that.
Yeah, get a little creative, get a little different.
Yeah.
I'm 100% eating pizza over here, by the way, so if the weird sounds that one's mouth tends to make while eating pizza are bothering you, just let me know.
That's totally fine. You had so much fun playing Wukong before you didn't have time to feed yourself. I don't know why I went over here. That was a bad idea. That was dumb. I was like, wait, what's over here?
You're just there for the vibes.
I'm just here for the vibes. Hello, Weedle. Let's hang out. By hang out, I mean I'm going to run away from you and hopefully never see you again. Bye.
by hang out, I mean I'm going to traumatize you. Called ghosting, and it's rude.
Called ghosting / shoving you into a Pokeball, you know. That's also a possibility.
No, we're making some headway here, though. Okay, so right now, if we're at Venusaur, in theory, either Rapidash or Ninetales, because there's really no other worthwhile Gen 1 fire types, are there?
Arcanine, but yeah, I mean...
Yeah, but Arcanine is... bleh.
Yeah, it's not as good as Ninetales.
It's a cool Pokemon. It's a cool Pokemon. It was supposed to be legendary. It's not legendary. It's fine.
It just has a worse move pool than Ninetales, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's the big thing.
I think for the most part. Well, because, well, actually, Gen 1, I don't... Because Will-O-Wisp doesn't exist in Gen 1, I don't think. And that's kind of like the big thing for Ninetales. Is a progressively worse burn. I don't know. I wonder. I can look it up.
Yeah, see what sounds better for a fire type. I want to try to find.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look up.
Wait, you said it was Route 5, right? This is Route 4?
5 through 8.
This is Route 4.
Alright, we're getting there.
Run away. But we have a leech seeding.
Oh, it's It's a game exclusive. It's a red or blue thing.
Oh. And so what's in red? I knew that was the case for fire red and leaf green. I didn't know that was the case for red and blue.
I didn't either.
Hello, guy.
I think we will end up with Arcanine or Rapidash.
Okay.
That's what it looks like.
So which one seems better? Better for the sunny day solar beam, like, setup plan. Also, I think my strategy for Brock is literally just going to be Leech Seed and then, like, Growl, basically.
Survive.
Yeah. Which maybe is what I should be doing against this Diglett. Oh my god. Wow, that was nothing.
Diglett's coming.
Diglett is coming for me. What is happening? I'm growling. I'm trying to not lose to this Diglett. Oh my god.
You never grabbed that potion early on, did you?
I didn't grab the one that was on Route 1. I did grab the one in the forest.
Did you grab the one from the PC?
No. I did not.
So there's one potion.
So I have a singular
right
potion.
I would probably use it right now.
You think I should use it right now?
Well, I mean, you're almost out of harm's way.
I mean, unless there's a crit, yeah. Okay, I have 2 potions.
With Leech Seed. Well, and are you familiar with like min-max, and like the way that works with Pokemon moves?
No.
It's obnoxious, and I'm almost positive that this was a thing right out the gate with Pokemon Gen 1. Essentially, there's a range of damage that that like a move can do. Like obviously after like stat calculation has been done, there's a range, and generally speaking, it's one of 3 numbers. There's the normal number, there's the stat applied number, there's a minimum number, and there's a maximum number. And sometimes a Pokemon can just do like the maximum amount of damage possible with a move without a critical hit, without a stab effect. You know, and that's the max. And then right after a max, there will always be a min, and right after a min, there will always be a max, and so on and so forth. It just adds a level of like variability to the game, which is already a game full of dice rolls.
I am familiar with that. I wasn't sure what you meant, but I have no idea how it's calculated. I did know that there is a range. I just never thought of like min-max.
I don't know what the roll is, but like the scary thing is that like it can happen at any given time. But you'll know at least if you ever see like, whoa, that's big damage. You're not going to see that big damage the next time. Or if you're like, oh, that didn't do anything, you can be like, oh, the next one's going to suck.
Well, I mean, so far we're having a lot of issues with doing any sort of like physical damage. And I really would love to have like, because special super high right now, really excellent. Also, I think we've been sand attacked 6. I think that's the 6th sand attack, so I think we are in fact at minimum accuracy.
Yep.
Which is great, because that means that we're going to be doing any. Yep, it failed because we can't take any more sand attacks. So it's a good thing I got the Leech Life on early. Oh, actually got a tackle through. That was a critical hit.
And
okay.
A crit. Hey.
Did you see how much damage that did?
It did a lot.
It did nothing.
Sure well, I mean, it did. I mean, considering that you're going against the high defense Sandshrew with a low attack Bulbasaur, I mean, it looked okay.
Ah. Okay, and Carrot did not learn anything. Should I just go against Brock? See how it goes.
No.
Think I should heal the 6 health? It is 6 health. This is early game. That is a lot of health.
Yeah, I would I would definitely heal Carrot. And then I think having Mankey in there would be a good idea too.
Can we not get him until Route 5?
You can progress onto the next route after this, can't you?
No. They stop you until you beat Brock. There's a guy over there who, like, if you try to go into it, he says no. He like brings you back to Brock, I'm pretty sure. Let's try. Let's see.
Yeah, no, I could have sworn that up and to the right on the way to that Clefairy cave. What the heck is that called?
Rock Tunnel?
Probably.
Yeah.
Ah, there it is.
Yeah,
I thought for whatever reason in my head he was standing in front of the cave entrance.
No. Yeah, no, he just doesn't let you continue on until you beat Brock. It's very annoying. He also just disappears through this wall. Like, he's gonna walk off to the right and there's going to be a wall there. Ready? He's gone. You can't go this way. There's no way to move through here. So
Man's
we're gonna
out here doing crazy things.
Man's out here just apparating through walls.
I guess there's only one way through.
Well, I'm gonna.
Don't worry, I can hear it. I can hear the music. Let's tell Brock to put on a shirt.
Why is he shirtless in this generation? I don't understand.
You gotta show off those pecs.
Like, okay, just defense curl. That's totally fine. We'll sit here and growl at you. Because that's. Do you disagree with my plan at all? Do you feel like I should be throwing in some tackles here and there?
Yeah, growls are fine. It's. I don't think it's gonna make that much of a difference against this Geodude. You just want to get this thing off the field as soon as possible. I mean, you can growl. It just leaves you susceptible to take more chip damage before you get to the big bad.
Well, but hypothetically, it means that I take less chip damage because his tackles are not doing nearly as much damage.
I'm almost positive that the amount of damage that you are reducing to yourself over however many turns it takes for you to apply those growls is not equivalent to you just smashing this thing in the face. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong.
Well, that's how much damage. I just did 1 damage with the tackle, and it had only used a single defense curl. I think there is a point at which in Gen 1 you could do 0 damage.
If there is, I've never seen that before, but that would be terrifying.
I mean, if it uses 6 defense curls, like, we're just gonna be... Did you see how little that moved?
Yeah, this is great.
I mean, at this point, Leech Life is keeping up anyway. Like, it's tackling us, and unless it gets a crit, it's gonna be fine.
I personally can't wait for Brock to drop a potion and start this whole thing all over again.
I'm pretty sure Brock doesn't have any potions, he just has full heals.
I think you're right.
Which is so weird. Like, how many Pokemon are going to have status moves at this point in the game? Like, genuinely, like, Weedle and Nidoran, basically.
Yeah, so I don't know, like 2 out of the 5 wild Pokemon you could catch on the way over here. It's pretty good odds.
Like, they have to get lucky. Yeah, Poison Sting is not that good at poisoning. Oh my god. It's not down yet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh. That was just Leech Seed. It's just Leech Seed. Also, that took so many turns.
You're cracked. You're broken. You're OP.
Oh!
Look at that Vine Whip.
Oh! The timing.
Yeah.
The timing is beautiful. Do I just go for Vine Whip, or do I Leech Seed first?
Yeah, you just Vine Whip the crap out of this thing.
Oh, that did nothing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're bulky. You're a bulky grass type. Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh my god.
I love Carrot. I love Carrot so much.
Carrot right now. See, this is this is why a vegetable that you can be passionate about is so important. Carrot right now. Carrot is God.
Carrot
All
is
right?
God. Carrot is my special little boy.
That's right. He is a very special little boy. We're going to be really upset with Carrot throughout most of this run. I can almost guarantee it. But right now, Carrot is a special little boy.
Well, Carrot can just take us to, like, right now, could probably just breeze us right through to Erica, pretty much.
Yeah, probably for the most
I
part.
don't know. I pressed
But
A
that's
too many
no
times.
fun. We have to cultivate a team. We have to be the best like no one ever was.
No one ever was.